I'm ready. It's all done. Oh, fuck. It's nearly peak hour, so it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm running really late. I was supposed to go in the morning, but my bags were just too heavy. Couldn't do it. So I had to take a lot less clothes, get rid of my bucket for like washing stuff, and the worst of all, my extra water and my fuel, which is fucking a problem. So I'm gonna have to plan it out a little bit more thoroughly when I go on my longer rides, but I might have to buy a fuel canister on the way, but like a smaller one that I can put on my bike, but too heavy, way too heavy. And another thing was that when I had my what's it called? My bag on top of my food, too wobbly. I was gonna die. I would have 100% crashed. Guess how I'm breaking my fast today? Haven't eaten, but I know I just had one last night, but come on. It begins. Ladies and gentlemen, to the ride of my life. All right, she's done. Let's do this. So, kind of lost track of how long I'm into my first stint of my trip, but I mean, for a first day, that is cool.
Whoa. Okay, now I know what you're thinking.
We are sexy bitches!
And also, you piece of shit, you forgot to show us your bike. And yes I did. This is my moto bicycle, aka Gramps.
About time, nuthead!
A Yamaha XVS650. He's done 1 trillion kilometers, no exaggeration, and I bought him for 1,500 Toswazers. That's right.
No bullshit.
So what's Gramps carrying? Good question, 99. But before I tell you what's on it currently, we must go back, because this is actually my third attempt / setup. My first setup, I had the two 20-litre canisters for fuel and water on the back, and let me say, having 40 litres of sloshing shite behind you on a motorbike, not good. Second attempt, my bags were higher than the building in Dubai, not to mention heavier.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for.
And this is my final setup. I know 3 times doesn't sound like much, but the amount of stuffing around you gotta do just for one setup is really time consuming. Now back to Gramps. On the tank, I have a magnetic tank bag where all my electronics go, as well as my water and snacks for the road. The back seat has the black container that I got from Bunnings where a young fella was looking at me really weird for some reason. And in it, all my food. And on top of it, a little solar panel where I can charge miscellaneous goods. Lastly, the back rack has my backpack. Sorry. The back rack has my 120-litre backpack with all my cooking gear, sleeping gear, tent, mattress, and clothes. And as you can see, it's being held with an inconceivable amount of ratchet straps. Now, I know I skipped out on a lot of riding here. However, leaving so late in the afternoon screwed me over, and I needed to make up for lost time, hence the lack of footage. But don't worry, much of it to come. So let's get back to where we left off, shall we?
Look at this. This is my first fucking night. I'm literally middle of fucking nowhere. Oh gosh. I'm literally in the middle of fucking nowhere. No light. No nothing. I'm kind of just figuring out where the hell I'm going. And no campsite to be found. But I will find one. I will. It's just taking a lot longer, and it is pitch black and there's no one around, and well, yeah. All right, so far so good. I got my campfire there. You can't, hold on, if I do that. You can't really see anything. It's too dark here, but this is nice. Can't see anything, but first night. Sausages with brioche bun. Oh, perfect. Okay. It's just really bad, you can't see anything. But anyway, this is my first night. Yeah, it's been good so far. I'm too tired for this. Hear all those noises? Anyway, I'll see you in the morning and then we'll see what this campsite looks like because I have no idea myself. First morning. Weird dream. Dreamt about whales and all this other stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna go get some firewood because it's nippy. Except I'm not in the camper van. I'm on that bad boy. Much better. Oh, coffee. What would I do without it? Ha! This here is my life for the next few months. I'll be travelling around Australia on that thing. Camping. Peace. I look so American. So day number 1. Going for my nice walk in this lovely canyon. Apparently there's a nice swimming hole right there. So I'm going to jump in and it's going to be cold. Let's see how this goes, eh?
Not bad for the first day. It wasn't without its hiccups though. I didn't manage to get it on camera because it was late and my camera doesn't film well at night, so I didn't bother. Now, technically this wasn't supposed to be my first camp location. It was supposed to be at Sundown National Park. However, leaving so late in the afternoon put me behind schedule from the get-go. So where did I stay? Honestly, I couldn't tell you. After filling up at what could only be described as a drug lab petrol station, I kept trekking on for a few more hours and then decided to pull the plug as I was starting to fall asleep on the bike. I googled a campsite once I found reception, which was actually right here. The most secluded paranormal activity phone booth in the world. Luckily I found out my destination was only 45 minutes from where I was, and 45 minutes later, I arrived. Arrived to what could only be described as a drug-fueled Burning Man bush dove. Hell, they were actually setting the entire place on fire. So after a long day's ride, that was the last thing I needed. So I rode down the road and parked next to a house and googled another campsite. It was at this point, 2 guys with torches came up to me. Hold on, wait, that's not right. 2 guys with torches came up to me and said, "Oi, what are you doing?" And I said politely, as I didn't want to be stabbed that particular night. I was going to stay at that campsite down the road, but it was just too noisy and not for me. Any chance you guys know of a good camp spot around? They say to me, insert relief guy, "Ah, okay, that's alright. We thought you were trying to break into our boathouse." In my mind, I'm thinking meth lab, but hey, I didn't say that. So yeah, sure. Boathouse. Why not? Nevertheless, these 2 guys gave me some great advice and directed me to another campsite. And that's how I got here. So thanks, boys. I won't tell anyone where your meth lab is at Boathouse. And what a spot for a first night. And yet, still so much better to come. After a quick swim in the water with fuck all degrees, it was time to pack my bags and hit the road.
This is day 2 of my trip, and a lot of it's off-road. Look, I would have bought a mic for my camera, but I just ran out of time and I wanted to go. So this is pretty cool. Now, I rode here last night in the dark, and it was sketchy AF. Dude, look at this. So, I just needed to ride yesterday because it was just dragging out. I was 2 days late, as you know. So, guys, car coming. How the fuck is there a car out here? There's nothing here other than me. Look, this is wicked, man. But yeah, riding here last night, this is all the shit I missed. Which sucks, because looking behind me as well, oh my god, look at this. That's awesome. I made it back on the road. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that leaving late last night sucked because I missed all this. So I promised myself I wouldn't ride at night because I don't want to miss anything. But like I said, shit was just dragging for too long and I needed to go. It was 4 PM. I didn't want to lose another day and stay there. I just had to go. And you know what? Worth it. I may have lost 1 day of looking at stuff, but that's alright. Well, not even 1 day. Just a little bit. God. out. Oh no, I missed it. I want to ride in it. Oh, that smells good. I really need water.
Now, much like old mate here in the middle of Whoop Whoop, I had a long bloody way to go, so it was time to make haste like a goddamn swoopy chicken. So let's go. Truck driver, because I can go slow and appreciate this one now. Yeah, beware fallen rocks. Obviously that's why this lane's shut. But seriously, where am I? Look at this. I want to park on the side of the road and just take a photo of that, but I can't. Like, not even I can park there. Wow. This is where my trip gets fun. Fanboying over here. Fuck. I feel like I'm in Australia right now. Fisher Park Rest area, remember that? I made it to some country town called Warwick. Isn't actually too far from, realistically speaking, from where I live. I'm going to try and find a pub. Because, god damn it, I need a drink. I see Coffee Club, which is great. Oh, pub will be down there for sure, dude. Right, I'm going to take a bang a ride at the next one. Should be one over there, I reckon.
Naturally, I had to come to the local RSL.
That goes to
Fucking scorching hot out there.
61352.
Quick pint. Map out the next. And then figure it out from there. Right, now I'm going to stop recording because it's awkward. Everyone's looking at me.
I mean, this is a cool traffic light to be stuck at. It's a cool view. Who's that? It is Thomas Joseph. What is it? Vines?
Now, there wasn't much to do in the town of Warwick, not for me at least, but I did see a cool motocross track and a racetrack for you speed demons who are into that. However, as for me, I'm an adventurer, so let's venture on.
There's a whole lot of nothing here. No houses, no life, no nothing. Alright, well, it's official. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I think that was official a long time ago, as you can tell. Zero noise. And I've got a lot of dirt to cover. It says I can do 100 kilometers an hour here. I extremely doubt that. Alright, it's going to be fun. Day 2. Yeah. My bike's not meant for these sort of roads, but it's okay. I'm doing alright. Actually not too bad. I should probably get on the right side of the road, but I mean, what's the point? I don't think there's anyone here. Oh, it's slippery. A little bit slippery. Made it. Officially. Oh, this is cool. Got Christmas trees everywhere. Worst case scenario, I'm going to camp right here. This place is cool. I should probably stay tier 1 here. Hopefully there's no like super steep descents. Is this a super steep descent? Or is it doable? Oh, it's doable. Just got to go slow. My bike does not like rocks. Alright, here we go. It's gonna be shit coming back up here. Oh god, it's gonna be shit. I'm still going. It's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. I've seen worse, and I didn't go up it. That was last night. Big freaking hill. Holy shit. Is that our house? Is it my house? That's creepy as fuck. Wait, have I made it? No way. Park headquarters camping ground. Holy fuck, I made it. Camping ground is next to a creepy as fuck burnt down building. Okay, I'm not camping there or going near it for that matter. Some headquarters over there. Look at that. Now this is a cool national park. This is really nice. Oh god. Who the fuck does this on this bike? Hang on, buddy. Oh. How are ya? I'm struggling. Hey, how far's to the next campground? Oh, really? Yeah. Beautiful.
And just like that, I've made it. And this unknown gentleman, who I shall name Legend Dude, is the volunteer park ranger, and he gave me advice about the park at hand. Let me know that only Telstra phones work out here, that the bathrooms have just been sanitized, that the clean water is located at the hut behind me, advised me on the closest fuel station, asked me where the hell my front guard is, and just the usual questions which you get, such as where you're from, how long you're doing this for, so on, so forth. But nevertheless, Legend Dude was a legend. He gave me every piece of advice that I needed, and then some. And just overall, what a top-notch dude. So there you have it. This is Legend Dude. He comes here as a volunteer and helps people like me. Be like Legend Dude. And sorry I never got your name. And now, something I never thought I'd ask in Australia.
How far is Texas from here, you reckon?
About 40 kilometres. Yeah. I mean, obviously it depends how, conditions and how you ride, but, I can't, cause if you don't make it, don't blame me.
No, I won't.
And just a little bit more chatting with Legend Dude.
Well, this is Sunday National Park. It's very peaceful.
It won't be peaceful for the next 10 minutes while this thing runs.
Yeah, enjoy it.
So from here I'm going to Yulo tomorrow.
Yulo?
Yeah.
That's a long way.
Yeah, 800 I think it was.
Oh, good luck, mate.
Thanks, man, I appreciate it.
Enjoy your stay in Sunday National Park.
Alright, well, try. I found my camp spot. Authorised vehicles only. Good advice. Wow. Oh, wow. What the hell?
Look at that. It's like the Mortal Kombat forest.
Welcome!
Pretty sick. I'm pretty happy we're here. We're here. Well, yeah, grams. Grams counts. Oh, my bum hurts. It's actually funny about this place. People thought that I couldn't come here when I was speaking to them in the last campsite. They go, "Ooh, you need a 4-wheel drive to come here." Bollocks. Made it. Mind you, I don't blame them for saying that. I just don't baby Grams. Grams needs to explore. I need to get my campsite ready. I need to see how long it's going to take me. So I'm going to tell myself too. Is that a bite or I don't know, whatever. I said I was going to set up my camp, but based on the last 8 seconds after that video, what's more important? This mosquito repellent, because fuck, there's a lot of them. So I'll be sure to be covered up tonight and spray myself full of muzzy shit. But no, I really need to set up tent. Let me light this first. Tonight's dinner. Wait, actually, it's better illumination. Here we go. There we are. So tonight's dinner is going to be teriyaki spam and some rice. I'm actually pretty freaking stoked for this, but I'm going to cook it on the burner tonight, not the old campfire, because I'm just going to use that to keep me warm because it's a bit nippy. So hopefully that stays alight for quite a while. If not, a lot of fuel around anyways. Yeah, I want to cook first. I appreciate a sausage sandwich as much as the next person, but you know what? I just cooked my spam on the stovetop here right now. Oh my god. I've got the rice going on it. And I'm just going to keep the meat warm, so I've just put that over my campfire for now. But yeah, it was cooked on the stovetop. But yeah, ordinarily, if I was at home cooking this, I would have thought, nah, this is not too bad. But I mean, with all the stars, campfire in front of me, this is potentially the best meal ever. And I'm drooling everywhere. This is awesome. You can't tell me that that doesn't look good. Fly lice when camping. Winning. Alright, I'm gonna eat. I can't wait. I'm sorry. This is amazing. Traveling in Australia. Best decision. Dead set. Check this out. I was sitting so close to the fire. Didn't even notice because it's nippy. Burnt the shit out of my shoe. Hey look, as long as the bottom's fine, they're still operational. Who gives a shit?